Attack of the Dead Men, 1915. A dramatic and haunting event during World War I. The Attack of the Dead Men was a harrowing and legendary episode that occurred during World War I on August 6, 1915, at the Osowiec Fortress, located in what is now northeastern Poland. At the time, the fortress was held by Russian forces and had withstood multiple German attempts to capture it. On that fateful day, the German army launched a massive assault involving thousands of soldiers and, most notably, used poison gas, a relatively new and terrifying weapon of war. They released a deadly mixture of chlorine and bromine gases, creating a greenish-yellow cloud that drifted toward the Russian trenches. Without proper gas masks, the Russian soldiers had only primitive cloths soaked in water or urine to protect themselves. The effects were catastrophic. Many Russian defenders suffocated, and those who survived suffered horrendous burns, bleeding lungs, and chemical wounds. The Germans believed the gas attack had been entirely successful, expecting no resistance as they advanced with infantry and flamethrowers to occupy the fortress. However, what followed became the stuff of military legend. Out of the poison-soaked trenches rose what appeared to be dead men, severely injured Russian soldiers, their faces wrapped in bloodied rags, coughing up pieces of lung tissue, their uniforms in tatters, their skin burned and blistered by the gas. These around 60 to 100 surviving troops, many coughing blood and stumbling forward like phantoms, launched a bayonet charge directly at the advancing German lines. The sight was so horrifying and unexpected that the Germans panicked. Believing they were facing supernatural or zombie-like enemies, they retreated in terror, even trampling each other as they fled. Despite the Russians being vastly outnumbered and physically devastated, their counterattack was so fierce and shocking that it stopped the German assault entirely. Though the fortress would eventually be abandoned weeks later due to strategic developments elsewhere, the defense of Osowiec became a powerful symbol of courage, resilience, and the will to fight, even in the face of certain death. The incident was later dubbed the Attack of the Dead Men and has remained a striking example of psychological warfare and human endurance. It showed not only the brutal reality of chemical weapons, but also the unpredictable nature of warfare where morale and shock could tip the balance. The tale continues to be remembered in Russian military history and is often used to highlight the bravery of soldiers who, even when mortally wounded, stood to defend their homeland. While some elements of the story have been mythologized over time, historical records confirm that a counterattack by gas-injured Russian troops did take place, and its impact on German forces was significant. Ultimately, the Attack of the Dead Men stands as a grim reminder of the horrors of World War I and the extraordinary human capacity for resistance under the most horrific circumstances.